Hey everybody, welcome back. Today Bella and I are going to show you how to make egg jelly, or egg pudding as it's actually called, but Bella calls it egg jelly. So we will get to that in just a minute.
With every star, we are born again. Open your heart, spend this time in your head.
So to make egg pudding, egg jelly, we need eggs and liquid of some kind. We do water. You could do heavy cream, you could do broth. The other thing I've heard people do is melted butter as well, if you really want to up the fat. So what you're going to want to do is take eggs. We've got 4 fresh eggs from our chickens. They're finally laying again. You want to hand me an egg, sweetheart? Thank you. Yeah, I just washed them, so there's water on it. I put it into a measuring cup so you can see exactly how much goes in there. Good job. You want to hand me another one? Put that down. Thank you. What number is this? That's what?
1,
Okay.
2, 3, and 4.
Very good. 3 and 4. Now, you have the option to do this with just yolks as well. I do the whole egg. Let's hold it up here and let's look and see. This is about 190 milliliters. So now I take my eggs, the washing machine is done, and pour it in. Good job. I'll go get some water and then you can pour the water in. You want exactly the same amount of liquid as you had of eggs. So I'm gonna go fill this up to 190 milliliters and then Bella will put it in. Okay, go ahead and dump that in. So that's 190 milliliters of water. You can do broth. Like I said, you could do melted butter, cream, anything like that. So now we've got our egg mixture together. And what I'm gonna do, some people do it by hand. Yeah, I just go with this, with my immersion blender. Because it's faster. Good job. You gonna try to pop some of those bubbles for me? I like to take this big glass bowl because Bella isn't gonna eat all of this egg pudding all by herself. Sometimes I'll eat the other half of it, but lately she's been really liking it, so we're just making it once and then reheating it. So what I do, you want a pretty wide bowl. It doesn't have to be this deep. It's just the right size. I've experimented with different bowls and this is the one that I think works the best. I spray it with coconut oil. You could brush melted butter on the inside of it, ghee, whatever else you would like to do. Spray that in there. Then I have this little guy that came in my pressure cooker. We're gonna pressure cook this. This little guy, I set it down on that. Then take this out. Now there's a lot of foam on the top. You don't really want foamy eggs. So I just take my finger and I block it to keep the foam in the measuring cup. If you stir it by hand with a fork or maybe some chopsticks, then you won't get the foam. Or a spoon. I don't think a spoon would work very good.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to take a piece of aluminum foil and put it over the top. I save this piece of foil. We use this piece of foil over and over again until it dies because it's not touching the food. So you need some way to cover it. But maybe if you had a silicone lid, you could do that. Now we're gonna take this and we're gonna go put it into the pressure cooker, and then I will show you what I set it at. All right, down here in the bottom of my pressure cooker, there's about 1/2 inch of water. And I've got this just to be able to keep the red part up off of the bottom. So now there's that whole thing with our liquid eggs in there. Lower that down in there. Dog. These two guys are gonna keep the bowl out of the water. You don't want it to be in the water. You want it to be out of the water. We're gonna take our lid, put our lid on. Now, for setting it, it's going to be pressure cook, custom, low pressure for 13 minutes. I turn off my keep warm, and then I hit start. We will be back when this is all done. All right, it just ended, so now I'm gonna release the steam. Here we go. Ooh, nice and steamy. Always. All right, I'd like to pop this off and take a peek. Oh yeah, that looks really good. There we go. This actually overcooked this time, and I'm not sure why it overcooked. Well, actually, I do know why. It took me a few minutes to get in here. That's why. Because I heard it go off, and then I was doing something else, so it took me a few minutes. So that's why. As soon as it goes off, you need to come in and release the pressure immediately. Do not let it sit for any amount of time. Because normally it is very nice and smooth on top, and there's no bubbles underneath. There was some bubbles underneath. That means that it overcooked. So that's why I didn't get in here fast enough. But normally it's very, very smooth and creamy. You can see there's a little bit of the bubbles on the bottom. It's not too bad. It's a little firmer than normal. Bella actually likes it firmer. I like it a little bit softer, a little bit less firm.
I'm gonna get the soy sauce.
Okay, you go get the soy sauce, sweetheart. The way Bella likes to eat hers is with soy sauce. We use an organic tamari sauce, and we'll stick it down below in the description. I'll have a link down there. So there's lots of different ways to do this. She likes it with the soy sauce. You could also drizzle a little bit of sesame oil on top. I know it's a seed oil. Another way to do it is with butter and a sweetener of some kind, and maybe cinnamon. There we go. Or sprinkled with a little bit of swerve on the top. It's very hot, my sweet love. Don't burn yourself. So there's tons and tons of different ways you can do this. If you do it with the broth, it gives it a very nice rich flavor. If you do it with the cream or half cream and water and butter, then it makes it really nice for either dessert ones or even breakfast ones. So those are just some of the options. This is one of the favorite ways that we make eggs in this house. Pretty soon I am getting a crepe pan, and I will be able to try Indigo Neely's crepes that she has come up with, and we will see how that goes. I'm really excited about those because continuing to pay for Egg Life wraps is a little bit expensive. So if I can find another way to do it, fantastic. What do you think? Good. I'm glad that you like it. Thanks so much, guys, for checking in today. I hope that this is a recipe that you want to try. The original way of doing this, I learned from Steak and Butter Gal. She has her video where she goes through and she tells you all of the different ways you can do it with different times for different amounts of eggs. Her video will be linked up above in case you wanted to go and take a look at that. This is the one that we do all the time. I just don't normally let it sit for too long, but as you can see, she likes it just fine. So thanks so much, guys, and we'll see you on the way. Bye. Okay, you ready? Yeah. You could do, I don't know what else you could do besides those things. I know I've heard of other people say other things and I can't think of it now. I can't think of it. Can you? Oh, butter. She just asked me if I could not eat it all. No, I will not eat it all, sweetheart. This one's gonna be just for you. The emus are running past. It doesn't have to be this deep. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. Just go up and down real easy. Okay, be real easy. So I just take my finger and I block it. The emus are running.